Welcome to our webinar. I'm Megan Gillane with MountainWest IRA. We are doing an introduction to self-directed IRAs today. Just as a disclaimer before we get started, MountainWest IRA does not promote, offer, or endorse any investments. MountainWest IRA does not offer investment, tax, financial, or legal advice to any clients, and individuals who believe they need advice should consult with the appropriate professionals licensed in that area. You can always ask us questions. If we are not able to answer them, we will let you know and point you in the correct direction. A little bit about MountainWest IRA. We are the ultimate retirement machine, and the CEO, John Gillane, became a financial planner in 1983. In 1996, he became the vice president and sales manager for Morgan Stanley. In 2005, the genesis of MountainWest IRA began, and in 2013, MountainWest IRA opened the Clearwater, Florida office, and 2016, Mainstar Trust became our sole custodian, meaning that all funds are held at Mainstar Trust. Who is MountainWest IRA? We are a premier provider of self-directed retirement plans, and we provide FDIC insurance for all funds that are undirected, which just means that cash funds are held in FDIC-insured bank accounts. Now, why would you self-direct? Benefits of self-direction are you can take control of your retirement account. You have the freedom to invest in what you know and understand. You're able to drive higher returns because you're investing in something you know and understand. And you have a larger range of investment choices. The IRS actually only gives us a guideline on what you cannot invest in, not what you can. So what you cannot invest in is life insurance or collectibles. And besides that, everything is pretty open. With the great tax advantages provided by all IRAs, as well as a wider range of possible investments of a self-directed IRA, you can potentially build wealth and secure your future much more effectively than through traditional retirement plans. Here's a snapshot of the plans that MountainWest IRA offers. The ones in the black are what we offer, and that's a traditional Roth, SEP, simple HSA, or individual K account. But you can roll over from a PERS 401k, 403b, or 457 into one of the accounts that we offer. I'm going to be going over a couple account types, how to fund them, so we can go over vocabulary and what I actually mean when I'm funding them. And we'll also go over conversion and how to purchase assets. So a traditional IRA, who's it for? A traditional IRA is for individuals under the age of 70 and a half. This is because a traditional IRA does have a required minimum distribution once you reach 70 and a half. That's why it's for individuals under 70 and a half. What are the criteria? In order to contribute, then you must have earned income, which is 1099 or W-2 income, and you have to have that to be eligible to contribute to a traditional IRA. The deductibility is based on your annual income, and that's a question for your CPA because they'll know more about your personal finances than I will. What benefits does it have? You have a potential tax deduction, lowering your current tax bill, and you may invest for retirement and still access your funds. A Roth IRA, who is it for? Individuals of all ages, because you do not have that required minimum distribution. So all ages can invest. What are the criteria? Anyone with earned income, 1099 or W-2 income, which does not exceed income limits, is eligible to contribute to a Roth IRA. We will cover the limits, the Roth contribution limits. However, there's a way around it, so I won't spend too much time covering the specific numbers. What benefits does it have? You have tax-free earnings and no taxation on withdrawals. You may invest for retirement and still access your funds, and contributions may be made after the age of 70 and a half. The differences between a traditional and a Roth IRA, they are quite different. So you do want to know which one you're really interested in investing in. A traditional IRA has a tax deduction this year or last year whenever you make that contribution. And you have tax deferred growth. Those funds are going to grow tax deferred. You're not going to get taxed on them this year. Now the Roth IRA, you have the tax deferred growth, not getting taxed on them. but it grows tax-free as retirement income because you've already paid taxes on the seed, not the tree. Contributions past 70.5 as long as it's earned income. You have flexibility with distributions. You do not have that required minimum distribution at 70.5 like you do in the traditional because you've already paid your taxes. The IRS isn't worried about if you take a distribution or not. And then you can increase net income upon retirement because it is all tax-free income. And you will have income restrictions on whether or not you can contribute. These are the income restrictions on whether or not you can contribute to a Roth. They do have restrictions. However, you don't have to really worry about these. There's a way around it. You would just have to open a traditional account and convert the next day. So just be aware if you can or cannot contribute directly to a Roth account. The Roth contribution limit is $5,500 in 2017, 2018. It's also $5,500. Plus, you'll have a $1,000 catch-up for if you're over the age of 50. Account funding options. Now we'll go over all the different types of funding that you can do in your IRA. You'll have a rollover, a direct rollover, which is employer plan to IRA, transfer, which is IRA to IRA, contribution, and conversion. I do not want you to get too hung up on the words. As long as you can explain to us what you are interested in doing, we will make sure you get the correct forms. If you're pulling the forms directly from the website, you will want to make sure you're paying close attention to the words because you would not want to fill out more paperwork than necessary. So a rollover is taking receipt of assets for up to 60 days, less than or up to 60 days before reinvesting in a new retirement plan. You are allowed one and only one rollover every 12 months from all of your IRA funds. So this does not mean if you were to take a rollover in November that you can take a rollover in January. It is really 12 months. You would not be able to do another indirect rollover until next November. And that's just how it works. So you have your old plan, 401k, 403b, 457, 503c, defined benefit plans, any type of old employer plan. That money from that old employer plan goes to you personally. You deposit the funds to your own personal account, and then within 60 days, you're like, oh, I think I want to invest in a self-directed IRA. So you take that money and you open a self-directed IRA and invest that money in the investment of your choice. But you only have 60 days to do that. So you want to be very, very aware of 60 days, and that does include weekends. So some advantages, you have continuation of tax-deferred earnings if you do get it into a self-directed IRA within 60 days. No immediate taxation upon distribution. MountainWest does not hold any money. Some custodians may hold money if you do take it from an old plan personally. You just need to be aware of what your custodian does offer. Some disadvantages, it is reported to the IRS as a distribution, so your CPA or tax professional will need to make sure that they show that it did go back into an IRA, and you could incur taxes if not fully deposited within the 60-day time frame. So just be very, very cautious of the 60 days. The clock starts right when you receive the funds. So with a rollover, we try to avoid these as much as possible because you do have the tax potential of actually getting taxed on it. So the same way to get those funds is with a direct rollover to avoid the taxes, and a direct rollover is tax-free funding of cash or assets from one retirement plan to another. So that old retirement plan that you have, the money then skips you and goes directly to your self-directed IRA. This is a way around it to not worry about the 60 days. It just comes directly to your IRA account. Some advantages for this, you have continuation of tax-deferred earnings, no immediate taxation upon direct rollover. And this way, the funds get right into your IRA and you're ready to invest. You don't have to worry about the 60 days, and you don't have to worry about if you have more than one to do every 12 months. You can do as many of these as you'd like as long as it's direct. fund with a transfer. A transfer is a direct movement of cash or assets from one IRA to another IRA without taking receipt. So you have an old IRA. This could be a traditional Roth simple IRA. That money then goes to your self-directed IRA. MountainWest IRA will assist you with this. Our business development team will assist you in funding the account with transfers. We'll actually send the transfer for you, and we'll follow up just to make sure we receive those funds of the transfer with the other company. Some advantages: continuation of tax-deferred or tax-free earnings, not reported to the IRS as a distribution, and you have an unlimited number of transfers per year. So you can do as many of these as you would like. Funding with a Roth conversion. So let me back up one slide. So a rollover, direct rollover, and a transfer, all getting money from a different custodian than MountainWest IRA, getting the money to MountainWest IRA in a self-directed IRA account. Now, a conversion, you can be getting money from a rollover, direct rollover, or a transfer, and once it's here at MountainWest, you can then convert it. So conversion is a taxable transfer of cash or other assets from a current retirement plan to a Roth. So you can have your old plan. This can include the 401k, 403b, 457. This is IRAs as well. Sets simple. So any old plan, you take that money and transfer it or roll it over to MountainWest in a traditional self-directed IRA account. Once those funds are in a traditional self-directed IRA account and we have a conversion form, the next day the money can be converted to a Roth. What does this mean now? So it does mean that you will get taxed on the funds, but you'll have tax-free earnings, tax-free distribution, tax-free income once you do take a distribution, and no required minimum distributions at 70.5. Your money grows tax-free. Some disadvantages is this is reported as a distribution to the IRS, and tax-free distributions cannot be made until the greater of 59.5 or 5 years. So you do need to calculate or plan on not taking distributions from this account for at least 5 years or 59.5, whichever comes later. But you are growing those funds tax-free, so you pay taxes on the seed and not the tree. It's a way to grow those funds and not have to worry about it at retirement. You already paid the taxes. So with this group, we have two specific investments that are invested in, and I'm going to go over both of them and how you actually invest it. So you can establish your IRA, traditional Roth, SEP, simple, or individual, okay? You fund the account with a transfer, rollover, contribution, and then you complete MountainWest IRA's investment paperwork. This can include the next drop down, which is contact the dealer and depository. If you're investing in foreign currency, you will need to contact the dealer of your choice and complete their documents. You'll also need to contact the depository where the currency will be held and complete their documents. So in order to completely establish this investment, you do have two more steps of contacting the dealer and the depository. Now, a question that we get quite a bit is, I already have foreign currency. Can I just put the foreign currency I already own in an IRA? The answer is no. You need to have a new purchase. This means that your IRA is purchasing directly from a dealer with USD cash, and once it's purchased directly from a dealer, it goes directly to a depository. You never touch it. MountainWest IRA never touches it. It goes from dealer when you purchase it to the depository. The depository will hold it. The depository will have fees that your IRA needs to pay. So you need to be fully aware of how much they'll be paying and making sure your IRA has enough funds in your account to pay those depository fees. And then your IRA will actually own the foreign currency. So the locker at the depository will read MountainWest IRA, FBO, your name. So that's who actually owns the foreign currency. You're not able to have it basically hands-on like a lot of people want. It is something that does need to be at a depository, and it cannot be something you already own. There's no way around it. The only way is to contact your dealer and maybe sell back what you have and purchase. The IRA will purchase new dinar from the dealer. or you can keep that dinar that you personally already own and then do a new purchase through the dealer into your IRA. But that is the only way to put foreign currency in your IRA. Now, the second investment, investing in an LLC, you can use your traditional Roth SEP Simple or Individual K plan to fund the IRA. You'd use a transfer, rollover, or contribution. And you can complete MountainWest IRA's investment paperwork, and then within 2 business days, you'll complete that paperwork, and then after it's completed 2 business days, we'll fund the investment. And then you'll get your annual investment return to the IRA. So the LLC will send the agreed upon amount back to the IRA, and you are set to go. You can reinvest that money, you can do a new investment, or you can just keep it in cash. We do not charge for cash if you have an investment. So if you decide that you just want to wait a couple years before you make any other investments or reinvest, then you're welcome to do that as well. So the options are really up to you on this one. How does the self-directed retirement plan work? So we just went over 2 different investment options. This next one, I'm going to go over a very, very basic how to open and fund and purchase an investment with the beautiful color graph. So number 1, you'll select a self-directed IRA company. So that's MountainWest IRA. Number 2, select an account type, which we offer traditional Roth SEP Simple Individual K. We also offer HSAs. 3, you'll open an account type. 3, you'll open an account, complete an IRA starter kit. The IRA starter kit you can find on our website, or you can email or call us and we'll make sure you get the right starter kit. Foreign currency has a different fee schedule than the private placement. The foreign currency, we do factor in that you will have depository fees, so that one's a little bit less. 4, fund the account. You can make a contribution. That's with the W-2 or 1099 income. You can transfer or roll over funds from an existing IRA or 401k or employer plan. And then once the account is funded, you select an investment. So you can choose the investment you're interested in investing in. We do not do due diligence for you. You need to make sure when you make this investment, you've done your research and you are fully aware of what you're getting into. We do not do any research for you. We just listen to you on your paperwork and see where you'd like the funds set and make sure that it's made out correctly to your IRA. Number 6, the investment purchase. You direct MountainWest IRA to purchase the asset in the name of your IRA. Number 7, your IRA will own the asset. Under your direction, MountainWest IRA manages income and expenses flowing through your account. We do the tax reporting for your IRA, and we deposit any checks that are sent or write any expenses that you'll need. So make sure you contact us on your anytime you have any questions with your account. We'll walk you through statements and making sure you have online access as well. I'm Megan Gillane, the Director of Business Development with MountainWest IRA. You can reach the Florida office at 727-222-4200 or both offices at 866-377-3311. And Bianca is your direct contact for Bob Adams, but Diana and myself can help you as well with any questions if she's not available. And please let us know if you have any questions. We are here to help. We service through education, so we gladly do presentations every other week, every month. So you'll have a ton of free education once you're a client with us, and you can do it even without being a client. You just subscribe on our website. Thank you.